Welcome to this new in-depth analysis of the latest discoveries and missions related to space exploration and astronomy. In this episode, we will examine some of the most significant events that have recently occurred in our solar system and beyond. From the discovery of amino acids on an asteroid to the possibility of an impact with a celestial body in the coming years, as well as the most ambitious missions to the Moon, Mars, and the study of the depths of the cosmos. Let's start with our solar system, or rather with Earth itself. On January 1st, a geomagnetic storm hit our planet, causing spectacular auroras visible even at unusually low latitudes, such as in Italy. This phenomenon was caused by a coronal mass ejection from the Sun, which followed a series of maximum-class solar flares in the last days of 2024. The charged particles emitted by the Sun interacted with Earth's magnetic field, generating red auroras, known as stable auroral arcs, which were particularly visible in northern regions of Italy. While such events are rarer at our latitudes, they can occur during periods of intense solar activity, like the one we are currently experiencing. Now let's talk about asteroids. The asteroid 2024 PT5, which orbited Earth between September and November 2024 like a mini-moon, may actually be a fragment of our moon. Some spectroscopic analyses have revealed a composition rich in silicate minerals, typical of lunar rocks. Scientists hypothesize that this small object, with a diameter of about 10 meters, was ejected from the lunar surface due to an impact and was subsequently temporarily captured by Earth's gravity. This discovery represents a unique opportunity to study lunar materials and better understand the dynamics of near-Earth objects. In December, another asteroid, 2024 YR4, was discovered and is being closely monitored by the European Space Agency. This celestial body, with an estimated diameter between 40 and 100 meters, made a close pass by Earth at a distance of over 800,000 kilometers before heading toward Mars. Currently, there is a 1.3% probability that it could impact Earth on December 22, 2032. But further observations will be needed to accurately assess its trajectory and the real risk of collision. On January 29th, NASA announced a discovery of enormous scientific significance. In the samples from the asteroid Bennu, collected by the OSIRIS-REx mission in 2020 and brought back to Earth in 2023, amino acids and all 5 fundamental nitrogenous bases for the construction of DNA and RNA were identified. This is the first time such a discovery has been made on an asteroid, reinforcing the hypothesis that carbonaceous asteroids contributed to the prebiotic chemistry of early Earth, providing the essential building blocks for the origin of life. Now let's review the latest news on space exploration missions. On January 7th, during a teleconference, NASA reported that it is evaluating 2 different options to modify the architecture of the Mars Sample Return Program. This program, aimed at bringing rock samples collected on Mars back to Earth, is undergoing a review to reduce costs and complexity, with a final decision postponed until 2026. The following day, the company Rocket Club presented a proposal for a Martian sample retrieval mission based on 3 separate launches: one for a telecommunications orbiter, one for a lander with an ascent module, and one for a service module for returning the samples. However, at the moment, this proposal is not among the options being considered by NASA. On January 15th, 2 landers destined for the Moon were launched aboard the same Falcon 9 rocket. The first, Blue Ghost, from Firefly Aerospace, is expected to land on the Moon on March 2nd. The second, Resilience, from the Japanese company iSpace, will travel for about 4.5 months before attempting a lunar landing. Additionally, a third lunar lander, Nova C Athena, is scheduled for launch on January 26th and will reach the lunar surface in about 30 days. Looking even further ahead, on January 28th, the company Thales Alenia Space signed a contract with the European Space Agency for the construction of the Envision mission, which will study Venus. The launch is scheduled for November 2031, and the mission will analyze the planet from its internal structure to the upper layers of its atmosphere. Thales Alenia Space also signed a second contract, this time to lead a European consortium in designing the first European lunar lander, Argonaut, a large vehicle capable of transporting up to 2 tons of cargo to the lunar surface. Moving beyond our solar system, astronomers have detected record-breaking wind speeds on WASP-127b an exoplanet 520 light-years away. Using the Very Large Telescope in Chile, they measured gusts of about 33,000 km/h, making them the fastest winds ever observed on a planet. Finally, the Hubble Space Telescope has produced the largest mosaic ever made of the Andromeda Galaxy, the result of over a decade of observations. This extraordinary image includes about 200 million stars distributed across 2.5 billion pixels, providing an unprecedented view of Andromeda's structure. With these latest updates, we conclude our space news report. Stay tuned to keep up with the most fascinating discoveries of the universe.